Okay? But why do people don't do well when it comes to um, network marketing or direct sales? Okay, I'm going to keep it very open minded with you. I'm going to keep it very open minded with you. A, 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 the biggest reason why people don't do well in network marketing is because of their, I guess you could say, conditioning would be one of the words. Programming would be one of the words, right? Conditioning and programming. What does that mean? Well, but there are two schools of thought for making money. It's the entrepreneurial school of thought, right? All the business owners and things like that. And there's the go to work school of thought, right? So entrepreneurial school of thought and the go to work. The people who go to work basically go to work for the entrepreneurs, right? Because entrepreneur could be in grand scale, and there's entrepreneurs that don't make any money. But in reality, any job, any company, any place you work, some entrepreneur came up with the concept of that business or organization, so that they had a dream, and then they needed an army of people in order to make that dream come into reality. And in the country that I live in, it's all about training and conditioning up until the point where you're positioned in a place of employment. So when you're going to preschool, kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school, college, all of that is daily conditioning to kind of train you to be okay with being in a certain place for anywhere between 6 to 10 hours a day, working on specific tasks that will reward you. So when you're growing up in school and stuff, that reward was usually a report card, a letter grade, right? And then, as an adult going to work, your reward is a paycheck. You're either getting a paycheck once a week, every 2 weeks. Some people get paid monthly, but regardless of it all, they know if they get up and go somewhere and be there every day for 8 to 10 hours or so, they're going to get paid. Even if they work from home, if they get up and sit down and work for 8 to 10 hours or 6 to 10 hours a day or whatever it is, they know that within 2 weeks, a week, within a month, they're going to always have some level of income coming in. Okay, so that's the go to work mentality. We know that even if we don't put in a significant hard level of work during that time span on a daily basis, we're still gonna get a paycheck in 2 weeks, 1 week, in a month. We're still gonna get that paycheck, even if we do the bare minimum. And trust me when I say there are a lot of people out there who go to work every day and do the bare minimum, okay? Because they just do just enough not to get fired, okay, and still get that check, because they know they know at least if they show up and show some little bit amount of effort, they're gonna get paid. All right, it's a little risky game that they play, because if they get caught up in that risky game by not working to their full potential, it's quite likely they won't have that job very long. But there's many people who know how to play the game of it is what it is. If you're an employee, you are there to get a check, and depending on your job, you don't have to be spectacular at it. Now, if you're a surgeon or freaking anything that's dealing with anything technical or safety, you better know your stuff. But if you work a regular schmegular job, making regular schmegular money, you don't got to do spectacular smacular shit to get a check. That is what it is. But we've been conditioned to be that way. Okay? Now, you can't take that bare minimum attitude and put it in entrepreneurial mind person. Okay, it doesn't work. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people with that bare minimum attitude who really don't want to do what they have to do to really do what they need to do. They feel like, if I could be an entrepreneur, I can work for myself and make all this money and yada yada yada. But they still take that preconditioned mindset and how bring it into the home of entrepreneurship, and that doesn't work. And so here's the thing. But as an entrepreneur, you have to actually put in the effort Okay. But what's funny about the effort that you have to put in, no matter what it is still a lot less effort than what you would have to do to be great at work. Let me explain that. And we're talking more so in the cases of entrepreneurs who want to get into the network marketing space. And now, although this can go into any and everywhere else, but we're talking about the network marketing space because there's other things in life and it's going to take a lot more effort. But why I'm saying the network marketing space takes a lot less effort than what you're probably thinking is because the model is already set up. The business model is already there. You don't have to sit down and collaborate and come up with some business model. You don't have to come up with some product. You don't have to come up with anything other than your efforts to drive attention to the opportunity. That is what your main goal is in network marketing. So what are the most simplistic granular need in network marketing? The most simplistic granular need in network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever the case may be, when there's a compensation in place that you can build an organization, the smallest level of need is introducing an opportunity to another person. Okay? Introducing the opportunity to another person. Introduction is more so an invite. Okay? When we talk about the simplicity and duplication of network marketing, the introduction is actually an invite. So with that, you introduce an opportunity to someone and then you invite them to learn about the opportunity. So the beauty of the whole network marketing thing and direct sales and multi-level and all that, because it's the same thing, is the beauty of the invite. Listen, it's like 45 minutes worth of work. You can do that every day. You ain't doing nothing more important other than you, out of a 24-hour day, you can give 45 minutes of work, of talking to people, okay? So if you do 3 people a day times the full 30 days in a month, then that's 90 invites, okay? That's 90 invites. So what can happen with 90 invites? Well, listen, and let me explain something to you. You don't even need technically 9 people for this duplicatable process. You really just need 3 people. Okay? You really just need 3 people. Okay? So with that being said, that's the simplicity of building an organization under network marketing. But again, the question is, why do people fail at it? Well, but they feel like I'm going to be putting forth effort that's not actually attached to a bi-weekly check, right? I'm about to put forth effort that there's no guarantee that it's going to turn into something. Okay. So because it's not connected to a check immediately, or it's no guarantee that it will turn into something, that fear is what will make somebody have reluctance to do the work, to pick up the phone. They have phone reluctance. They don't want to intro or talk to people because they are conditioned that when you're an employee and you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to make money on a bi-weekly. But in a situation like this, it's not guaranteed. Now, when you are building and recruiting, one of the questions that you want to ask people is if okay, let's just put it out there. If it was a potential for you to make $10,000, like no income claims, but if there was a potential for you to make like $10,000 a month consistently, how much would you risk one time to make that a possibility? Like, how much would you pay one time in 1 month? How much would you pay to be able to bring in $10, $20, $30,000 a month for the rest of your life? Like, how much would you pay? How much would you risk? How much would you risk, right? Whatever the case may be, whatever they say they probably would risk to make that kind of money is probably way less than the buy-in for your opportunity. So that gives you an understanding right there. Then when they realize that it is a risk, that is what it is. But then when they realize that they can defy the risk by doing the most simplest of tasks, which is talking to 3 people a day to build an organization, because network marketing, multi-level marketing, not so much direct sales in a sense, but the network marketing, the multi-level marketing is really contingent upon building an organization. And the only way that an organization can be built is if people are invited to learn about the organization. And the people that are invited to learn about the organization, they need to be willing to risk a certain amount of money that month that can potentially earn them stacks and stacks and stacks upon cash moving forward. And they have to understand that they have been conditioned throughout time where their conditioning is going to hold them back from actually doing the work at its simplest form. But once they learn how to break through that conditioning, because you could, even if they have a job and they can keep that job, they can still break through the conditioning and work and do something else different in a different manner, and not even as much time required to really create an outcome. All right, so I just want to talk about it. Okay? The task is simple: introduce and invite. Boom, bam, bib. That's it. If you can do that, then let's go, baby.